Alright, here's another O-level question. This is last year's A Math paper 1 and it's only the first question. And when students see this paper, right, they tend to feel a bit shocked because usually the first question is usually like it's usually a completing the square question, or it's usually a surds question, or it's usually even a partial fractions question. It can be usually these kinds of questions, it can be even discriminant. But look at this. This is a real life example and they are asking you to find the number of months. Alright, so we're gonna start to solve this question. So an item is to be sold online. At the start of the month, it is placed on sale at an initial price of $300. At the end of each month, so the end of each month, if the item wasn't sold, so the item haven't been sold yet, right? Like no one bought it yet, the price is automatically reduced by 5%. And then it remains on the sale at this price for the next month, and then the item finally sells in the month where the item is first priced below 130. So the item, right, I'll be unpacking this question one by one. So finally sells in the month where the item is first price. Okay, so in pink, right, what are they trying to say? So this is trying to tell us that, in the first part, so initial price of $300, what does this mean? This means that this is the original price. Okay, so it is 300. At the end of each month, okay, so this means that what? When let's say at the end of each month, so if no one buys it, so what? The price will be dropped by 5%, right? Which means is 95% of the original price. Okay, do you see it? And then okay, wait, sorry, I shouldn't write it out like that. So no one buys before the next month starts, before new month. Okay, so this means that what? This means that the price dropped by 5%. So what does this mean? This means that it will be 95% of the original price. Understand so far? Okay, so they say that it remains on sale at this price for the next month. So what does this mean? This means that this is the 95% of original price, it remains, right? So to put it in simple words, which means that next month, okay, I'm gonna use another color to highlight. So I'm gonna underline in yellow. Let's call this, okay, so let's say this is I'm gonna call the price P. So P remains, okay? And one more thing, what did they say? So the item finally sells, right, where the price is, where it is first price below $120, which means that someone bought it below $120. Okay, so this is what the question is asking. And now what did the question ask? So I read the whole thing first. Now the question asks, how many complete months have elapsed before the item is sold? Okay, so we know, what does this mean? Okay, this means that they want to know how many months have passed. Okay, have elapsed means have passed have passed before someone buys it. So this is what you do, because this question, okay, if I were to show you, right, if I were to ask you to look at this amount of marks, look at how many marks is it. First question already 5 marks. Usually first question is 3 to 4 marks. But a 5-mark question in the first question is insane. Okay? But don't worry. This really tests you on your concept. Okay? So as we look here, okay, I'm gonna make it smaller first, so that it will be easier to see. Okay. Okay, so in summary, right, I literally just did it part by part so that it is much more understandable. Okay, so yeah. Give me a moment. I'm trying to you want, you can take this down. I think it's quite good to take it down. Okay, so what does it say? Long story short, in red they say initial price of $300. This means that the original price is $300. Okay, original. And at the end of each month, if the item hasn't sold, okay, this part in pink means what? If no one buys before new month starts. Okay, I'm gonna add on new month starts. Okay, so what happened in blue? The price is automatically reduced by 5%. This means what? The price decreased by 5%, which means what? The new price will be 95% of original price. So if we say original price is, let's call this original price P, this is P prime. Okay, so in the next month, okay, next month, okay, wait, let me just make it neater first. Okay, so this is P prime. Okay, so they say what? In China, so it remains on sale at this price for the next month. What does this mean? This means that in the next month, P prime remains. And then the next part, the item finally sells in the month when the item is first priced below $120. Okay, so that means, what does it say? That means someone bought it, but the price is below $120. Okay, and the question wants us to find how many months have passed before someone buys it. Okay, first of all, if at the initial price of $300, what does this mean? Okay, this means that 100% will be equals to $300. Okay, so 95%, let's find 1% first. So 1%, which is 3 lah. Okay, 95%, which is 3 times 95, which is 285. Okay, so you see this is the price that is sold right at first. So if I bring back to you, this is at first. Okay, and this is next month, the price of the next month. Okay, so it will remain, right? So if you want to find out the price, right, usually what we do is we will just take 300. Okay, hold on. Usually we will take 300 times 95 over 100, which is the same as 300 times 0.95. Okay, so this is the price. Okay, and after that, at the next one, right, so you notice that, oh, okay, this is what happened before the next month and after the next month. So after that, right, you know that 100% is 285. Now again, it reduced by 5%, right? 95%, which is what? Let me press in the calculator. This will be 270.75. Okay, so do you notice that you will times another 0.95 again because this is the before, okay? So after that, and this is this whole thing here, okay? Our arrow here to here, this is after, yeah. This question is difficult because it requires your understanding. So this is the after lah, okay? So before next month starts and after next month starts. Okay. Okay, so you notice here, right? So if you notice, we can actually simplify these two, the 0.95 and the 0.95. We will eventually get 300 0.95 squared. Okay, oh, what do I notice? You notice that in the first month, it's sold at, the price of the next one is 285, right? And I should, okay, before next month starts and after end of next month. Like that. End of next month. Okay, this one I won't screenshot, but if you want, you can pause the video anytime to copy first. Okay, so you notice that, as mentioned earlier, these two terms can be simplified, so it's 0.95 squared. Okay, so you notice that, oh, do you see the square here? Do you see something? This, what does this mean? Think about it. This means what? The number of months, okay? You see, if I take 300 times 0.95 squared, I still get 270.75. Okay? So what does this mean? So this expression just means that in 2 months, price is 300 bracket 0.95 squared. Do you see that? This is the concept that is very important and most students will not figure it out. Now, they want how many complete months, right? So our let complete months be n. Understand, wait. Hold on, So I will say let complete months be n. Okay, so if you know that the square here is the number of months, what does this mean? 300 bracket 0.95 to the power of n. Okay, look, they say what? The item is first price below $120. Okay, this is a very, very important concept because below $120 means it is less than 120. Do you remember your inequality? Go back to the basics. Less than 120 means it can be from $1 or it can even be from 10 cents to which is to 119.90. Okay, or it can even be from 1 cent. 1 cent. Think about it. It can be for 1 cent, correct? So this is very important. When they say that the item is first price below $120, this means that it is less than $120 already. You think about it. If it's below $120, do you link back to this concept that it is less than $120? Yes, right? Therefore, this is less than $120. Okay, so now we want to make 0.95 to the power of n the subject. So this will be less than 120 over 300. So this, I'm going to make it into simplest form so that the number will not be very big. Okay. So this is 2/5. Okay. So now what we're going to do, we can ln both sides, or you can log both sides. Okay, so you hold on. So either you log or you ln, you'll get the same thing. Okay, but I'll show you two ways. So if you log, right, so you have to look at this. So if you log both sides, do you remember you can bring the power down? So this is n, I'll do the ln way, ln 0.95, which is less than ln 2 over 5. You can either ln or log both sides. I will do both ways. Okay, so what do you know? You have to remember, okay, so now people will just press in the calculator, right? Ln 2 over 5 divide by ln 0.95. Okay, what do you get? You get a positive number, correct? Okay, do you remember that this is a n? So usually this is what students write. Students will write n is less than 17.863. Okay, but this is not the correct answer. Why? Because SEAB wants to test you, or even Cambridge, they want to test you if you know that this number is a negative number. Okay, so let me tell you guys, whenever you want to log or ln, right? Okay, always make sure that numbers between 0.01, okay, let me see, ln 0.01 is a negative number, to 0.01 to okay, let me see, to, okay, 0.99. Okay, this one, whenever you log or ln number, right, the number is always negative. So you see, ln 0.95 is a negative number, correct? So what do? You want to make n the subject, okay? N, which is, when you divide by negative, you flip the sign, and it'll give us 17.863, if I'm not wrong. So they want the how many months, right? So based on this inequality here, okay, you know that n is more than 17.863. What does this mean? Which means that n has to be 18 months. Because they want the number of complete months, so just round off to the nearest month and you are good to go. And the answer is n equals to 18 months. Alright, so now this is a notes that I want you guys to take note of so that you will not get killed in the exams, okay? So this is a note, Okay, I shouldn't box out in pink. I box out in black. So I want you to take note of all these, Whenever you log or ln number, right? Okay, so it is always between these numbers. Just remember, decimal lah. Okay, so like 0.01, because you know why? Ln or log 1 is 0, and log in your calculator, this is a log base 10. Okay, in a calculator it's a log base 10. Okay, the difference is one is natural log, one is just log. Okay, so I'll show you the log method. So if I log 0.95n, you will still get the same answer, which is less than log 2 over 5. So 0.95, okay, so n log 0.95, which is less than log 2 over 5. So n will be, okay, log 2 over 5 divided by log 0.95. Okay, this is your 17.863, right? So you know that n log 0.95. You press log 0.95 and the calculator is negative. You flip the sign and n is 18 months. Okay, you can try 19. You try 19. So 300 times 0.95 to the power of 19. Below already. But they want the exact moment. Okay, you see, they want the exact moment that is below $120. So it must be 18. Okay, you guys understand? Okay, so this is the actual working. Okay, I will not screenshot because it's too much to screenshot already. It's very messy. So this is the actual working. You guys can take a screenshot yourself, or you can pause to copy. Okay, I will pause the video at 20 minutes sharp. Okay, so just to recap lah. Okay, I only will take 10 seconds. So whenever you see, again, I want to emphasize on this so that you will not get killed in the exam. This is important. So this is a note. Okay, so whenever you log or ln these numbers, like decimals, okay? Decimals, okay? It will always be negative, okay? I'll give you a bit more time lah, okay? Because it's already 20 minutes, right? So, I will pause at 2015. Okay, just see, this is the whole, so at first it's like that, right? But you guys can pause in the middle of the video, it's okay lah. Okay, I pause now. Okay, bye bye.